Kirk Duckwell here with Mastermind, the market, your real estate stats for the Twin Cities area. Okay, buyers, you want to make sure that if you're making offers out there right now, you're putting your money where your mouth is. What do I mean by that? Well, we were doing our company meeting this last week, and my brother was talking about how he was getting offers accepted, even though he wasn't necessarily the highest price offer. Because a well-constructed offer doesn't need to be the highest priced offer. One of the biggest things that you can do out there right now is going back to that, putting your money where your mouth is. So if you're going to make an offer for above list price, that if the appraisal comes in lower than your offer, that you're willing to bring that differential in cash to the table if you're able to. So when they're reviewing offers, the seller's looking at that and they see an offer, maybe it's way over list, but you have a buyer that's not willing to do that versus a buyer that's, making a reasonable offer but is willing to bring that differential if there is one. A seller is going to be more likely to gravitate towards an offer like that. So talking about making offers above list price, where the market is at right now, because we know that, again, list price is never an accurate reflection of value. Homes either sell usually for over list price or under list price. It is just a starting point, a marketing point where a listing agent wants to put a home. So where the market is right now, let's dive into the data, take a look at that. We just got the numbers in for April, and what we're looking at here is percentage of list price received. So we can see that we are definitely in a market where homes are selling for over list price. They're at 103.8% is the average out there right now of where homes are selling at. So if you want to be competitive overall in the market right now, that is the trend, making offers for over list price. So again, putting that language in there that you're willing to put your money where your mouth is, expressing to that agent and seller that you are going to cover that differential can definitely help with getting your offer accepted. So when is the market going to slow down? Well, if we look back at last year, we could see it started to slow down between June and July, where it was 104.1% down to 103.6%. But this is closed sales. So these homes actually were going under contract. If July was the month that it went down, these homes went under contract 30 to 60 days before those closings took place. And we can look at where is it today. Well, looking at our showings per listing average, we can actually see that slowdown has already started to happen. I highlighted this here in yellow. This is the week before the couple weeks surrounding Easter. We were at an 8.96 showings per listing average. Now we are down to a 7.24. And we're actually tracking behind in total showings as well. Last year it was 6,555. This year for areas used, 5,031. We see a similar trend and things starting to slow down when we look at the showings to pending. Last year, that peaked out in March at 26. This year, that peaked out in February at 24 and has actually been moving down. So the market is definitely not at the same place it was last year as far as velocity. All that said, though, is overall, even if things aren't moving as fast this time of year, home prices are moving up, and that's just due to the low inventory. So we can see home prices went up from 354 as to the medium up to 365,000. All right, looking at where things are. Why is it we're slower out there? Interest rates. Last year, we were at interest rates in the 3% range. Now we're at above 5. And remember, this is with points buying down that rate. So week over week, 5.11 down to 5.10. So relatively flat there. I wouldn't be surprised to see this kind of smaller movements over the next 30 days or so, where we don't see any big change in interest rates. Again, that's with points. Rate without points is going to be closer to 5.25. Okay, so where are things going to go? Well, looking at our market meter out there, yes, we're still at a 10. My prediction that we would break off of that 10 by the end of April did not come true, and a lot of that has to do with our extended, well, whatever you want to call it, winter, early spring, but we just hadn't seen the rate of new listings come on that I thought we would have seen by now, a lot due to weather. That said, I'm shorting up my time frame. We're probably at 3 to 4 weeks tops before we break off of this 10. We know the kind of foot has been taken off the accelerator. We can see that in the showings per listing average. But 8 to 10 is still an extreme market out there. It's going to be a while before we see homes on average selling for below that 100% mark. Again, we're almost at 104% right now. That is going to be coming down, I would suspect, as the months move forward based on the market meter, but it may be another 30, 60 days before we see it come off of that 100% mark. Again, though, for buyers, this patience will be paying off. For some, it's already starting to pay off. I'm seeing offers getting accepted at much closer to fair market value on homes. So you could be in for a good surprise by being patient. I think we're going to see a lot slower market in comparison to last year. We already know we're tracking behind last year, but significantly slower for those that have been patient and waiting. For sellers out there, try to take advantage of this lower inventory still by getting your home on the market, because that what may be good for buyers in June will not be so great for sellers. Hopefully you found this information valuable. Again, take care, be safe. Click on that subscribe button. And as always, if you like these videos, check out the CW23 6:30 Saturday mornings Twin Cities Real Estate Show, or you can go to twincitiesrealestateshow.com. Take care, everybody.